Hello, Wave Country. I'm John Ramsey, and welcome to the Thursday edition of Wave 3 Listens Live. If you have a senior loved one in your life, of course you want the very best for them. And often we have American senior communities on the show, and we talk about their facilities and why they may be the best fit for your loved one. But today we have a personal story. You know, they call them testimonials, but this is really very, very personal. Lovely couple. I've been talking to them for a while now. Emily and Nick Seiler have joined me, and they're going to tell a personal story about their relationship and with Todd Dickey Nursing and Rehabilitation Center. I want to make sure I got that right. Todd Dickey Nursing and Rehabilitation Center. Did I get it right?
That's correct. That's where we go.
All right. Emily, Nick, welcome to the show, first of all.
Well, thanks for having us. We love being here.
I've enjoyed the conversation with you because I do think it's one thing to talk about facilities and people and activities when you talk about a senior living community, but you all have a personal story to tell. Emily, I think it involves your parents, correct?
Right, it's my father.
Your father. Tell me a little bit about, because you've been to 2 American senior community, facilities. Tell me about that.
When my husband and I lived in Salem, Indiana, my father was in Salem Crossing, and then my husband and I moved to Crawford County to Leavenworth, and so we wanted to find a place that was similar, and luckily Todd Dickey is a sister company of Salem Crossing, so we were able to move my father in right down the street from us in Todd Dickey, and he's a 10-minute walk. And so he's getting the same excellent care, excellent staff, and I feel like they're a family. Like sometimes you call a place and you feel like you're going to bother them, and I never feel like I'm bothering a nurse or anybody there. So we love going.
See, that's marvelous. Now, I think it's important to point out both of these good people are professionals, a loving couple, and you wish, you know, the best case scenario, you'd love to take care of mom or dad, but it'd be impossible to do with your schedules. And
right.
You have young ones as well, correct?
Right. We have a 4-year-old, and we're also expecting in February.
Yes.
And we both have full-time professional jobs, so it's a lot of, you know, we have a lot going on, and so we need that extra guidance and that help, and so they have been wonderful with that. And like I told my father, you don't want me to be your nurse. That would not.
That's honest.
I'm not a nurse,
That's
so
right.
I need help with that.
So you want a professional, you want the very best of care. Nick, I want to talk to you. It became
Yes.
very apparent when I first met you that you guys are a very close couple. You support each other professionally, of course personally, but you wanted the best for her father as well. So what was the criteria for you? You're an attorney. Were you more analytical? Show me facilities. Show me this. What was important to you?
I think it's about the relationships with people and the fact that they have an experienced staff who has worked there for a long time leads me to believe that A, it's a good place to work, and B, it has people that really care about the patients that they take care of there.
Yep.
And so we're really satisfied with the communication we have going back and forth with everyone at Todd Dickey.
Yeah, again, I want to mention the name again. Todd Dickey Nursing and Rehabilitation Center. It's located in Leavenworth, Indiana. There's the information there on your screen. Emily, I'll go back to you. You know, I feel the same way as you. You were telling me and Nick that it's a lot of it is about peace of mind. Because here, you have a baby on the way, you have a toddler at home, and you want to feel comfortable, and they give you that. Maybe you can give me an instance or maybe a story about your father and how he feels about the staff.
Oh, yes. My father is very animated, and he's a sweetheart, and they actually tell me that they love him, and he tells me who specifically he loves. He'll tell me when a new nurse comes in, he'll tell me where she's from, what her name is, and he always has details. On the days that he can remember better, he has details that he can share with us to tell us how his day went and what activities he went to, and he always brags about the food because he loves to eat, and he loves the food there, too. So.
Nick, would it be fair to say it's somewhat of like an extension of your family, right?
I would say, yes. And I would also say it's less than 10 minutes when you go downhill. It takes 10 minutes only when you go uphill. So.
Right.
Yeah, I think everyone too, and obviously this is the case here, is you want to have access, you want to feel like you're welcome. So you mentioned you can call them at any time. When you go to see your father, what kind of reception do you get?
Oh gosh, I get reception the whole way through the building. So it doesn't matter who staff I see, whether it's administrative or a nurse or a cook. They all wave. They all know his grandson, our child Frederick. So they all know Freddie's coming down the hall, and they're all saying, "Hey, Freddie," and because it's a small community, so that helps too, to that degree. So it's just, and I'm always friendly to all the residents there as well. So it is like a family. We just all kind of get along.
You both are professionals. I mentioned what's your specialty as an attorney?
I'm general practice. I do everything.
All right, and you, Emily, what do you do?
I'm the director of operations of the Boys and Girls Club in Crawford and Harrison County. So go Boys and Girls Club, support after-school youth.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So, a compassionate person.
Yes.
Does it give you a level of comfort too, Nick? Obviously, you want your wife to be happy.
Yes.
But you know, they have happy wife, happy life, and all of that.
Right.
But you know, you love your father-in-law as well.
Absolutely.
So tell me about your personal experience and maybe what you have seen that gives you that comfort level.
I think when I am able to communicate with staff that they always know how he does on each particular day. Sometimes he calls us, sometimes we take him out to eat and things. Mm-hmm. But no matter what, I think that they do everything that they need to make us
that
feel
you would do,
comfortable.
right? Yeah.
That we would do if we took care of him at home.
Yes, and they give us updates and let us know how he's doing, if we've missed a couple days or if something's going on where he's a little bit more confused. They know what's going on, and that's what I love. I'll call and say, hey, he called me, he was a little confused about a situation, and they'll know about that, and we can communicate that. You
know, when I talk to the folks at American Senior Communities, they say it's important for our residents, and they become friends, to be able to do things they enjoy. So I hope your father's watching. So what are some of the things that he enjoys? Tell me a little bit more about him.
Painting. He loves to paint. And so I noticed that he's got to paint there. We'll go into his room and he'll have a project he's worked on. He painted a piggy bank for his grandson. That's in our grandson's room. So he's getting to do the things that he enjoys. And then they have devotion, and that's a really big part of my father's life, to be able to have that prayer and that in the afternoon,
yes.
And that time for him, it's spiritual time for him. And so they're big about implementing that into their activities, and I really like that.
Fantastic. So, yes. Nick, I'm curious, and if I get, you know, if you don't want to talk about it,
okay.
Boy or girl here? Do we know yet?
It's a boy.
It's a boy?
Yeah? Yes, it's a boy. So I'll be surrounded by guys.
You know, my wife, we have 2 boys, and you know, there's a protective gene in all men, so you'll be well taken care of. I promise
That's
you that.
true. That's yes. true.
If you want your loved ones to be well taken care of, again, it's Todd Dickey's Nursing and Rehabilitation Center. That's part of American Senior Communities. There's the number up on the screen. I'm assuming it seems like they're very welcoming. If someone would like to just make an appointment and go check out the facilities, I'm sure they'd welcome that.
Oh, I'm sure, definitely, yes.
Again, thank you for your time. I know you're both very busy. Emily, Nick, thank you. It's been a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you. We love being here. Thank you.
And congratulations to the addition of the family.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's exciting. All right, I'll tell you something else that is exciting is all the things they're doing at Actors Theater of Louisville. They have an apprentice program that is absolutely amazing. Lots of talent. We'll talk about that next on Wave 3 Listens Live.